Hi, so today I thought I was going to share this sketchbook with you. It's been completed for some time. Let's see here. I think I finished it in March 2021. This video is quite overdue, but I still felt like I wanted to share it with you. I'm really happy with what is in, and I think till to this day, like as of now, this is my favorite completed sketchbook. Yeah, let's see if I agree with that once we have flipped through it again. So this sketchbook, it is hot press watercolor paper. It is claimed, if I remember right, to be cotton paper. It is made by Paper Fashion through American Craft, and it was made for a limited, you know, they do one release of stuff and then it's gone. And I got this when they were selling it out, so I had been looking at it for 1 or 2 years. And now, of course, when I finally got my hand on it and finally tested it, and like I like it, and by then I couldn't get it anymore. But yeah, so it's a landscape A4. Let's open it to see what it is. So I'm going to do my best to sort of move this back and forth. Like I said, this is the thing with landscape sketchbooks, and why I sort of had not wanted to try them, because I felt like they were too big for my desk. First up here, I got some new paints from White Knight, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to try them. I did some mixing. White Knight is my second favorite watercolor brand. They are just such good quality for the price. Can't recommend them enough. You can find a video of this page. I got some watercolor from Mary Sand. She has Natural Formation, where she makes these watercolors from the minerals from where she lives in Canada, which is just amazing. So of course I needed to do a dinosaur skull and then the drumheller place in Canada. And I really love this spread, that I have the swatches, the information, and yeah, I really like it. I also got some pigment from Claire in Holland. So I put a sticker from her here, and then I used the tea bag that she sent me to act like a little pocket for her letter. And then of course, so she has sent me the pigment, so I made them into paint. And then I just drew a house from the city where she lived, and then the tea bag. Here I did, last year I had some stickers and stuff with these polar bears. I just wanted to draw it again because I really liked it. Here I was actually sitting at my workshop where I'm making paint, and this was the view from that window. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Something that I feel like I could notice or mention right now is that even though I thought it was going to be a very good quality sketchbook, it is stitched, but I don't know if you can see just how much this signature, or the whole book actually, moves, and you can also see like this, how much that is showing. So it was not as good quality as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, here I was working on a new collection, so I was doing some swatching. The Daydreamer, so here it was the first idea for that collection. I was also working on the Lost and Found collection at about the same time, and here is where I decide on the colors. You can see I have quite a few different versions here, and then the different elements that I wanted to have in this collection. And once I had decided on the colors, I of course wanted to use them and see how they were working together, because I wanted this to be a very good mixing set. So I decided for a motif, and it was these sort of little garden houses that we have in Sweden, and I just found some images on Pinterest and I did a few of those, and I'm really happy with this page. It just makes me smile. Here some color. I just picked 4 colors that I had. They are all White Knight. Yes, so I made like a limited palette for myself, and this is what I did with it. Oops. Let's see here. This is a Skillshare class. Loose watercolor landscaping, a simple approach. Taped off this sketchbook so I had like 2 pieces so I could work on 2 projects at the same time. Here I tried to do a sky, did some messing up big time right here. Here is some collage stuff. I'm not too happy with that. But the reason why I say this is one of my favorite books is because in January I decided to finally do the hashtag draw 30 animals by Pip Abraham. She has changed her name, but I will have all of the stuff linked down below. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I have tried to do prompt lists before, never completed them, but this time I was like, I'm just going to one prompt at a time and no time stuff, just like so yeah, that is what I did here, and I just had so much fun. So the first page here I used the lost and found colors, and I also used the mica flakes on the scales of this ground pendulum. I used the lost and found watercolors set for this too. Oh yeah, here I realized I had painted deep sea and then this one, and I forgot an 8, so I just painted that on some Fabriano paper and popped that in here. So yeah, but still the lost and found colors, really enjoy working with them. They are so nice to mix and you get such a good variation with them. Here I did a class by Sharon Stevens. Highly recommend her classes on Skillshare. She is such a good teacher. I have taken very many of her classes. And this one I had added to like my list of classes to do, but hadn't. So yeah, I decided to do that on my birthday to sort of treat myself. So this was the bird's egg one, and she has a very good setup where she do all of these exercises in the beginning, so you can really get a good handle on things. And then here is the egg that we painted in the class. Back to the 30 animal, and I'm still using the lost and found palette, and I love this one. I love it so much. They're so deep and rich and dark, and but I still have, like, even though this one is white, I still feel like I have good shadows in there. So I really love that one. Also love this bat. I'm like, oh god, I'm really happy with that one. Well, I'm actually really happy with all of these. This one is one of those animals I found so fascinating because it looks like so much is wrong with them. For number 13, which was ferocious, I was like, I need to do a chihuahua. There's nothing in this world that is more ferocious than a chihuahua, so yeah. Here I took another class on Skillshare. There was Loose Flowers by Ana Victoria Calderon, I think. And then I had some space over, so I did Albert. You're looking so nice. He's so cute. Yeah, I really enjoy this one, and I love this spread. It looks so pretty, and I really liked her class, like how she sort of incorporated the flowers into each other. Okay, so here I decided to work with some other colors because I wanted to do this one in bright red, and the red in the Lost and Found collection is very sort of muted. So here I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back to my studio palette, which is this one. I have quite a lot of options here. Yeah, and then here, like, you see this sort of mossy effect. It is the Green Appetite by Daniel Smith. I just really love the granulating. It's perfect to add wet in wet to get that sort of mossy effect. And here's some others, and I just love the light in this one. It looks like it's sort of almost illuminating. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, that one is very special. This one, I cannot believe I made this one. I think it looks so cool. I would never want to have one. I don't think I even want to hold a naked cat, but I mean, I can't deny it. They look so cool. For aquatic, I did a narwhal. And then we have the others. I do wish I had focused a little bit more on composition on this page. I'm really happy with the individual pieces that I made, but I just feel like they don't belong together the same way as other pages have sort of hung together. I actually have a video on this one where I paint tracks when I'm out walking with Albert. And then here I just drew some winter birds that we have outside. I really enjoyed doing that. This one I actually have a video for too, and in the video, this one, I don't think it's in it, but yeah, I really enjoy it. I think they turned out really nice. And for the crowns, this I used the Lost and Found colors, but for the crown, this is Felix Felicis and that is Bellatrix. So you can see that the silver crown will shift into sort of red purple, and the gold will have a blue green shift. And then here I could tell that the colors were sort of rubbing off a little bit, so I just decided to leave that one as it is. Here I was just outside painting, so yeah. And then I continued on with my list, and I'm really happy with like the texture I could get with the watercolor. So yeah, so in the beginning I had a pretty clear style of like a format that I was used with a pencil, a really thin black for outline, but once I come here I started to change about a little bit, and I think that is really fun. And here is the last page with that. So a mammoth, and then the dinosaur, and then these, and then I decided to write a little bit about my experience doing this whole this prompt list, because I finished it on March 14th. I started it on January the 18th, almost 2 months, but I am so happy I did that. I love the pretty much all of the individual pieces that I created thanks to this prompt, and I think that is why the sketchbook means so much. I'm really happy with that. For the last pages we're shifting gears a little bit to something completely different, but I did make a video about this too. So if you're interested in why I have a sketchbook filled with female body parts, then I will have that linked up above. But yeah, that is that sketchbook. I really love this book. I love that I tried a new size. Like, this was a very big difference for me to work on the A4 horizontal, which is like, it's big, like it's really big. But it also made me realize that I really enjoyed the format of the landscape. The sketchbook that I picked up after this one was an A5 landscape, and I'm going to link that up here so you can watch that one if you want to, because I actually did a video like when I finished that one in time. But yeah, I'm really happy with this sketchbook to try it. I really enjoyed actually working on the hot press. Okay, no, to be honest, I don't enjoy it more than cold press, but I was surprised that I didn't hate it as much as I thought I did. But yeah, I really enjoyed what I did in it. The paper was good, but the actual sketchbook, it was not as sturdy. Like, the binding of it was not as good as I thought it should have been. Now, it was one of those sort of stuff that comes out and then you won't be able to get it, so it's not like an item that will be in stock forever. So, but I enjoyed it, and I think mostly for the, oh my gosh, what is it called? To try out the size. So yeah, but yeah, so for now, I still think it's one of the best sketchbook that I have. Looking back on the work I did, I feel like I did a really good amount of really nice work in this one. And I don't have anything in here that actually turned into stickers or any finished product, which is rare these days. But I just really enjoy, I use a lot of the Lost and Found throughout this in this book, and I really enjoyed working with that set of. I really like it. So that was this sketchbook. I hope that you liked looking through it. I hope you got some inspiration. I will link the #draw30animals list down below. Now, I do have in the shop this set of animal prompt stickers, and a few of these are similar as that prompt list, but I just really enjoy that prompt list so much, and I just wanted it to be bigger and do more. yeah, I took a few of those words and then I added more, and I also feel like this way you can take either, like here I decided to do an animal per prompt. So when I got ears, I did an animal that I thought had really odd looking ears. And I think that's really fun, but also would like to do like draw 20 different ears or something like that. So I do have these stickers, but I highly recommend going to that hashtag, or if nothing else, just check her Instagram because she is amazing. I just feel like I need to say that because I've got so much inspiration. So anyway, okay, closing it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.